welcome to the first episode of Talks with TWG. My guest today is a dear friend of mine, a brother, and also an industry colleague as well. His name is Glenn. Glenn, welcome here, man.
Thank you for having me today, AJ. I really appreciate it.
Lekker, man. Today we're gonna explore more on Glenn's story, what he's been through in the wine industry, and which farms he's been with, and where he has been in this last time as well. Glenn, tell us, where did your wine journey start?
So basically, I've been in the wine industry for 6 years now, and my journey started when I arrived at Groote Constantia in 2017, and I arrived at Groote Constantia as a cleaner.
Okay.
I'm sure you're aware of that.
Yes.
But
We
not
worked
many people are aware of that,
We worked
right?
together at Groote Constantia. At the time, I was a wine consultant, and you started as a cleaner.
And by that time, I didn't know anything about wine. The smell of wine was not my favorite, to be honest.
I remember.
I was a cleaner.
I remember.
I became a storeman. Then later on, I moved to the floor. I became a wine sales consultant. That's when I fell in love with wine. I did, of course, quite a couple of wine courses, WSET. I got actually to an extent of being certified by the South African Sommelier Association as a junior sommelier. And then later on, I ventured into New Horizons.
And we're going to touch on that, New Horizons now. Just to come back now, when Glenn and I used to work together at Groote Constantia, like you mentioned, he didn't drink wine at all. He always used to pull his face at us while we're drinking.
What's going on?
I just have one question. Knowing what you know now, do you regret not drinking more?
I actually regret. I think it's one of the biggest regrets that I have, that I've wasted probably most of my lifetime without drinking wine. That's why now I even make sure I have a backlog. So even when I'm having breakfast in the morning,
You put the wine in the Kellogg's.
in my Kellogg's, lunch with my omelette, everything.
I didn't blame you because it's
No, I
load,
lost so much time.
it's load shedding as well, so you can't warm the milk, so you rather use the wine,
Certainly.
which is room temperature as well.
Yeah.
You're not at Groote Constantia anymore, are you?
I'm not physically at Groote Constantia at the moment, but spiritually I'm rooted at Groote Constantia. Because that's where the passion, the drive for wine, that's the genesis for me. So physically I'm not there, I'm not working there, but spiritually, emotionally, professionally, it remains my home.
It remains your home,
It remains my home.
So where are you physically working? If you're not physically at Groote Constantia, where are you physically at?
I'm physically all over around the world. I'm working for one of the best cruise lines in the world. So I'm now serving wine on the high waters.
On the high horizons. That's what you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I'm serving wine on the high waters.
So you're on the cruise ship now? Huh?
I'm on the cruise ship.
Can you swim?
Certainly. I can swim.
It was a big pause before you answered that, eh?
No, I can swim.
Okay, just to make sure. But which was the some of the highlights that you on the cruise ship? Which countries have you visited that you maybe never imagined yourself? Maybe you never imagined yourself to be in one of those countries, or what was the?
One of my highlights. I love this country. It's an European country. It's called Montenegro. Basically in Montenegro, I don't love it as a wall. I love just one part. It's called Kotor. It's a cruise terminal. What I like about our place is the views, the nature, the surroundings, and in particular, they also have this place. It's a barbecue place. It's Braai. Call it Braai.
Yeah.
Braai place.
Oh,
you've
been on the waters now for a few months. Now you must say barbecue. Eh?
They do Braai, and they do serve some good wine as well.
Okay.
I love good steak with a nice wine, full-bodied.
But I know a place as well where they
So
sell.
Montenegro is my
I love a place where they sell wine and meat as well. You know where?
Where?
Chisanyama.
Chicken feet and.
Were you ever in Italy? Were you ever in Italy?
I've been in Italy a couple of times.
Just one question before we go into the wine break.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's true, but I've seen a conspiracy online that said in Italy, wine is actually cheaper than water. Is that true?
It is true. I've been to some grocery stores. A very good bottle of wine, you can get it for just a couple dollars, which is quite accessible. Up to the high end, you can get it easily for like $20. A very good bottle of wine. But you know, sometimes price doesn't determine the quality of wine. But it is true. Just to come back to
So
your
in
question.
conclusion, wine is cheaper than water.
Indeed.
Save wine, save water and drink
Drink
wine.
wine.
On that note, guys, we're just gonna take a short break. Fill up your glasses, and we'll see you right after this. Welcome back. I hope your glasses are full as we filled ours. Not quite to the brim, but we're getting there. We're catching up with Glein, sommelier on one of the best cruise ships that there possibly could be. Just finding out more about his story and that. Glein, tell me, so being abroad, what was some of the best memories that you made, or what were some of the best wines that you drank, maybe?
I have been to places that I have never dreamt of being to. Beautiful places. Europe is amazing. It's beautiful. The food, the wine. Some of the wines that I've ever imagined drinking. Like I'm talking of a bottle that costs $4,000 US. I've tasted and literally drank.
What is that
some of
converted
those
in
wines.
rands? What would you?
We are looking at plus or minus 70,000 rand. It's bottle of wine. I've opened some. I have sold some.
Have you ever, like, when you pick up that bottle of wine, that you can't even have to think about it. Have you ever, when you took that bottle of wine, were you scared you're gonna drop it?
Certainly, you get that.
Have you ever
bottle
dropped
like
one?
a babe. I'm always very careful with my wine. When it comes to wine, I'm very careful. I'm
So you
very
treat the wine
cautious.
like your baby.
I treat the wine like a baby.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God.
I can ask you this as well. Your wine or wife?
Both. Both.
If you have a gun against your head now, wine or wife? I know
It's two both. It's two both.
Good answer.
two both.
That's a clever man. So you said you opened wines that was that expensive?
Yeah, I sold a Chateau Mango 2006 vintage, quite prestigious, first growth from Bordeaux. Amazing wine, and I tasted it. I always ask a guest if I could taste
You
the
could
wine.
try some of it.
That's how we broaden our horizons, our palate as sommeliers.
Sure.
By asking, both we are licensed to drink. We are actually very privileged. One of the best jobs in the world is being a sommelier.
It is.
You are licensed to drink on duty. Nowhere in the world you will be allowed to drink
On duty. Know what I always say when the guests ask me at work when I open a bottle of wine and I smell it and I sip it, the people always ask, are you allowed to drink? I was like, I'm allowed to drink with the on-site consumptionist, ma'am or sir. And also I tell them, like, listen here, if I come home sober tonight, my wife is gonna wonder if I was really at work. Eh? She's gonna wonder. She's like, why?
Did you go to work today?
Yeah, why is there no alcohol on your breath? Also, what I wanted to ask you, being abroad, I know, have you ever encountered a celebrity along the way?
When I was abroad, I don't remember encountering a celebrity, but when I returned to South Africa, I've met a celebrity. I don't know if you want to know the names or, but I've met a celebrity.
Who did you meet?
You.
I know. But was there no? Have you never served like important people while abroad? Like,
I have served quite prestigious people. You know, in Europe, they're still having these titles whereby they, if you're coming from a royal family,
Okay,
you're addressed as lords. You know, I've served people that have
Few
titles as lords, and I personally don't know them personally,
but they are lords.
But they are lords. So they are quite quite big guys.
Okay,
And you know,
just before we end off, I'd just like to know who was your mentor? Like, who did you learn in the wine industry?
I've so much people that I look up to. If you are doing good and I feel you are doing good, I look up to you. I don't have any particular individual that I can point out. There's a lot of people that inspires me. But the biggest inspiration is myself. I challenge myself.
That's the only person you need to impress, basically.
Yeah, when I look into the mirror, the person I see in the mirror is my biggest inspiration, and also my family. They inspire me to keep on keeping on.
Cool. So where to from here for Glenn? Where to from here? What is your future plans?
My future plans, I will say I'm quite very passionate about wine. So my future is wine.
Future is wine. So
being big in wine. I'm not gonna share the details, but
just watch out.
You must watch out. Watch the space. You will see big things come.
Watch the space, guys. Watch the space, indeed. That's the famous last words from Glenn, sommelier at one of the top cruise ships in South Africa, of course. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Glenn, thank you very much for gracing me with your presence. It's always nice.
It is an honor. I mean, like, you can be the best dancer in the world, but if you don't get the platform to dance, no one knows your skills. So thank you for affording me the platform just to share one or two with you.
Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your neighbor, with your friends and family as well.
And watch the space.
And watch the space. Till next time, guys. Cheers.